Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. I hope you are all doing well today. Before we begin, I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone present. I'm going to share my screen now to show that this meeting is an important orientation program designed specifically for all the full-level course students. For studying through the Blackboard e-learning management system, the training session today is just 1 hour, as you can see, from 10:30 to 11:30, God willing. The whole idea is simply that we are trying to support full-level course students and prepare them. They must have skills for full-level courses. Full-level courses include Introduction to Islamic Culture, Islam and Community Building, Thinking Skills and Learning Methods, Introduction to Computer Science, and Communication Skills. Some of these courses are theoretical, while others have practical components, like Introduction to Computer Science. Some courses are purely theoretical. On some of the full-level courses that are available to students, such as our Introduction to Islamic Culture course, our Islam and Community Building course, our Thinking Skills and Learning Methods course, Introduction to Computer Science and Communication Skills. Of course, some of them are theoretical courses. Some have practical courses, such as Introduction to Computer Science, and some courses are only theoretical, but the idea is the same. First of all, if we're using a laptop, we always recommend using a laptop because it's better than a mobile phone, especially when completing assignments and taking tests. So when completing assignments, taking tests, and attending virtual classes, it's definitely better to use a laptop. However, if only a mobile phone, tablet, or iPad is available, we still need to access or use browsers. For example, browsers like Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. If we're using a mobile phone and that's all we have, we should enter through the browser. Now, if I'm accessing through the browser, those using Android devices or Windows, especially Windows 10 or any Windows system in general, can use these 3 browsers, which are the most common ones. But for those using iPhone, iOS, Macs, and similar devices. I mean a browser like Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. If we are using a mobile phone and we only have a mobile phone, we will log in through the browser. Okay, if I enter through the browser, of course, those who use Android devices or Windows, of course, or Windows 10, or I mean the Windows system in general, they use the 3 browsers, and these are most of the common browsers, but those who use the iPhone and the iOS system and Mac and these things and these devices, so of course they definitely access through the Safari browser, but also a very important and absolutely crucial note is that the browser version should indeed be updated to the latest version naturally. Let's check the chat together right now. We currently have Rama and Razan with us. If you indeed have any questions, please kindly write them here in the chat section. If there's any question, it should be through the chat. But I also want to clarify that we need to know that in order to access the Blackboard system, we must use this specific link provided by the institution. This link is essential for accessing the Blackboard system and ensuring that you can log in successfully. Here is the link to access the Blackboard system. The direct link to log into the Blackboard system. From the student icon, find e-learning. Open e-learning to access Blackboard. Log in with student ID as username and password. From Google, of course, we enter Al-Qasim University, and from Al-Qasim University here we start moving downwards, and here we will find the icon for students, and from the icon for students we will find another icon called e-learning. when we open the e-learning icon, what will open for us? The Blackboard system will open for us, and through it, we will be able to log in. But we need to have something called the username, which is the student ID, and we have the password, which is the ID number. Then we click on Login to enter. Of course, I'm logging in now, and as you can see, you will have the main or home page of Blackboard in front of you. I just wanted to clarify the login process for the Blackboard system. As I mentioned, there's a direct link, and I can share that direct link for logging into the Blackboard system here in the chat. Of course, there's another way I explained a little while ago, which is through Qasim University. So if you go to the Qasim University website and then scroll down, you will find it down there, the ID number, and then we click on Login to enter. Of course, I'm logging in now, and as you can see, you have the main or home page of Blackboard in front of you. I just wanted to clarify the login process for the Blackboard system. As I mentioned, there's a direct link, and I'll write that direct link for logging into the Blackboard system here in the chat. Of course, there's another way I explained a little while ago, which is through Qasim University. So if you go to the Qasim University website and then scroll down, you will find the student icon. From there, you will find another icon for e-learning. When you click on it, you'll enter the Blackboard page. As I told you, there's a direct link. This is the direct link to log into the Blackboard system. Of course, there's another way I explained a little while ago, which is through Qasim University. So if you go to the Qasim University website and scroll down, you'll find it down there. And this is the student icon. And from here, students will find another icon for e-learning. When you click on it, you'll enter the Blackboard page. And I want to emphasize that the username here for logging in is the user or username, which is of course your student ID. And for the password, you have it's the ID number. So you log in, as you can see, and you will enter the main page of Blackboard. Let's see again if there's anything in the chat. Okay, and peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. All right, let everyone write in the chat so we can see the message. Okay, what I want to clarify here is that when you enter the main page, you will see this. Here, the part on the left that I'm going to zoom in on now, what you see here, this part is where you can gain access to something called settings. All right, from the settings, you can navigate to a section called personal information. Personal information. Personal information. You can enter into it from here. And there's an extremely crucial section, which is editing personal information. You go to edit personal information, and you will see here, as you can see, the first name, middle name, and last name. The first name here is the most important. And the last name, of course, is important. It has the asterisk symbol that you see, the star. This means that these are the important ones that you must write here in this field, right? You need to write your name. The name is usually dual, the name is dual, and therefore if the names are similar, there will be a problem. So I advise you to write your first three names in the first name field. For example, you would write your first name here. If your first name starts with C, you should write the first three names here. The last name, which is your family name, should be written in the last name field. So it should be the first three names here and the last name or the fourth name here. This way, your name will be 4 parts and you'll avoid the issue of name similarities. So you write the first three names here and the last name, which is your family name, you write it in the last name field. So it should be the first three names here and the last name or the fourth name here. This way, your name will be 4 parts and you'll avoid the issue of name similarities.